guys, and welcome back to another video. This one is long overdue because I'm over halfway through my pregnancy and I haven't answered any of your questions yet. So I asked you guys on Instagram what life update questions you have for me since like the whole moving into a new house process and then getting pregnant process. But the only question that you guys really cared about are the pregnancy questions. So I'm going to answer pregnancy only questions in this video. There were very few house questions, so maybe I'll save that for another video, but this will be a specific pregnancy Q&A video answering all your questions. I don't know why I struggled with that sentence. But today, while I talk to you guys, I decided to clean my long overdue makeup brushes that have been not clean in a very long time, which is something that you guys should not be doing. So yeah, so let me clean my makeup brushes while I answer all you guys' questions. First question, how has pregnancy been so far and moving to Canada? Honestly, moving to Canada has felt nothing more than a blessing, especially being blessed with being able to get pregnant, having a baby, like all happening at the same time. So moving to Canada has been great. Obviously, I do miss England a little bit, but everything has its own chapters, you know, its own moments. So that's been great. Pregnancy so far, honestly, it's been good. The beginning was difficult because of the whole morning sickness aspect of it. But other than that, I feel like now more than ever, like ever since the sickness had me, okay? And ever since the sickness went away, I've been great. I've been so energized, kind of feel like my normal self again, but on the bigger side, which has been hard to adjust, not gonna lie. But yeah, that's how pregnancy is going so far. Was it hard to conceive? So I feel like obviously it took us a few years. Something you don't realize until you're trying to conceive is that there's so many outside factors that can come into play or come in between you trying to conceive, and it takes the biggest toll. That's probably the hardest thing about it, or all the other things surrounding you that can kind of take a toll on it, that makes it a bit difficult. I hope that answered that question. How do you plan to balance your work as an influencer with being pregnant? I plan to kind of just incorporate the whole pregnancy. I feel like I want to say I'm almost done with pregnancy, but I know I still have a long way to go. But I guess the rest of my pregnancy, I've kind of incorporated into my influencer life that I already have in terms of content creation. I always said, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to stick to it, but this is what I would want. I would want, even when the baby does come, I know our lives are going to revolve around the baby, but I wouldn't want it to affect the lives that we already have and that we love. So I would love to do what I can, even if it might be hard, to incorporate the baby into our lifestyle. So raising that child would be obviously easier. Not easier, but like it wouldn't feel like we're sacrificing ourselves. Do you know what I mean? Like it doesn't have to be a negative thing. It could be such a positive thing. But I just plan on continuing to do what I can and with whatever energy I have to keep creating content, keep creating my beauty content and just like home style, lifestyle vlogs. And then the pregnancy and the baby kind of incorporates itself into it, because since I'm like a lifestyle vlogger, the baby is part of my life. So the baby would also be vlogged too. So yeah. Hopefully I answer that question well without saying anything offensive. It's so hard to be honest these days because you could say the slightest thing and someone would be so offended. People don't understand everyone's lifestyles and the way of living, and you know, it's different. So not everyone's way is going to be the same as your way, and that's okay, and there's nothing wrong with that. And people just do what they can that works best for them. And yeah, are you excited to be a mom? I am genuinely so excited. I feel like my sole purpose as a human being is to be a mother. I'm so grateful I'm able to have this opportunity. I just always wanted to be a mom. Like that's all I ever wanted. I've never been the, I want to be a CEO, you know, kind of be a boss. Kind of like I have my own thing, I have my own work going on, but that's not what makes me happy. What would make me genuinely happy is just be a mom. So I'm so excited for that. Have you felt any additional pressure since you got pregnant? The only pressure I felt was, so at the beginning of the pregnancy, I was just naturally scared, just because, you know, it's early, you hear all these stories and see all these things, and I just didn't want to jinx anything. And then I just felt a lot of pressure because like, especially when we told the parents and stuff, and they finally get to be grandparents, and I know like that's all they've ever wanted to be. And I just feel like when they were like, talk about the baby and just like talk about holding the baby or like making something for the baby or whatever, I just kind of felt mad pressure that this pregnancy has to work, like I have to make it to the end. Like I want to cry thinking about it because it's so sad, because like you should be excited for the whole part. It's so hard not to be scared, and it's so hard to be like, can you not be excited yet kind of thing to someone else as well, especially someone so close. And yeah, that's probably the only pressures that I've felt. But other than that, there hasn't been any pressures, no expectations. It's been so easy. So next question, how far along am I in my pregnancy? I am finishing up my second trimester. I will be starting the third trimester in a few weeks. So that is very exciting. I found out so early. I found out around like 4 weeks. We were at the 5-week stage and I was like, oh my God, it's only 5 weeks and we have to go all the way to 20 before we can be safe, kind of thing. And then here we are, we passed the 20 weeks and you know, things are great. Like, I'm so grateful. What are some of your pregnancy cravings? To be honest, I feel like when people talk about having cravings and eating like weird stuff, I feel like it's a myth. Maybe they just generally like eating that mixture. But I didn't have any cravings of anything that I wouldn't have when I'm not pregnant, kind of thing. What I do like to eat a lot because it makes me feel better, the heartburn and all that, is ice cream. I love ice cream. I love creamsicles, like, you know, the popsicles with the ice cream in the middle. I love those. And ice cream mainly. That's like life. I can't live without it. But yeah, that's been my only cravings, I could say. When is the due date? The infamous question is the first question everyone always asks. We are having a summer baby. I will say early summer, kind of gives it away. But basically we told certain people the due date and one of the experiences wasn't, let's say, the greatest. So now I'm hesitant on saying the due date until, you know, till the due date, you know what I mean? So I will say it's in June, but that's all I'm saying. Do we know the gender and are we doing a gender reveal? We have gotten the envelope with the gender in it. We are thinking of doing a gender reveal. We just don't know how and when. We just can't figure it out. We know, like Amrit and I know, but it's so exciting. So excited. So a lot of you guys online are saying it's a boy and a lot of our friends and family are saying it's a girl, who also don't know, by the way. I think we want to do we do want to do a gender reveal. We just need to figure out when and how. I think we're just enjoying just the process of pregnancy so far and not really worried about these things. For me personally, as long as it's a healthy baby, that's all that matters. It doesn't matter if it's a boy or girl, even though we know what it is. But let me know down below your guesses. Love to know what you guys think. Someone asked, can we get more recipes for your weight loss and health journey? So weight loss has been put on the back end of things now. At the beginning of the pregnancy, the first 3 months, I genuinely couldn't keep anything down. So naturally, I didn't put on any weight for the first trimester. Second trimester, because Amin is training, we have a gym at home now, and he works out, so he eats healthy, and then I make the food. And for me, we eat the same thing. So whatever Amin eats, I eat. I might eat a little bit more because he might eat a bit less. But on the general side of things, we eat pretty healthy and clean. So I haven't put on that much weight. It's mainly been baby weight, which is good. So, and I don't want to go on any diet or anything either, because you're not supposed to when you're pregnant. So I'm just waiting, enjoying the body that I'm in right now until after the baby comes, and then I'm gonna go ham in the gym. For me, eating healthy isn't the hard part, especially now that we eat the same thing and we're just cooking for each other. Right, so working out, like, I'm in so much pain and aches that I can't even be asked to work out. We go for like 3 walks a day, which is, you know, I feel like that's good. Like, get out 3 times in the day and go for walks. It helps having a dog, that's for sure. But I did want to work out. It's funny how I was always like, when I get pregnant, I'm gonna make sure I work out. No, that did not happen. I haven't worked out once. I've done a few exercises and stretches just for comfort reasons. I think I really kind of need to start working out a little bit, maybe like lower body, just because my bones and around my hip area and all that, you know, it just hurts. Like, it's so hard to turn over in bed, and it's just mainly one side, so, which is weird. But that's the update on the weight loss journey, guys. Did everything work out in the way you wanted it to? I don't know what that question means, but I guess yeah, because you know what, yeah, I'm gonna say it did, because I always said, I feel like I manifested this hard. But even when I was in England, and like, even though we wanted a baby like a few years ago as well, I was always like, what would be ideal for me is to move into our home, be pregnant, have a baby in your own environment, you know, have the space and everything. And that's exactly what happened. So I would say yes, things did work out the way I wanted it to. But honestly, I'd rather say things worked out the way that they're supposed to. It was always meant to be this way, and this is the way that it happened, and I'm very grateful and thankful for it. Has your morning sickness gotten better? 100% yes. Kind of answered this earlier, but first 3 months were so bad. Guys, it wasn't even morning sickness, it was like all day sickness. What is this? Why does no one tell you about this all day sickness part? But it was bad, and now it's gone. I do have some days where I feel meh, like not the best, like I want to throw up, but for the most part, I'm pretty good. What are you taking for prenatal? So first I went to take Centrum as soon as I found out, because I didn't have a doctor's appointment for another 2 weeks. Because like Centrum, hello, I feel like everyone takes Centrum. So I'm like, okay, cool, sick, I'll take Centrum. And then I go and I tell my doctor, I'm like, yeah, I'm taking Centrum. He's like, why are you taking Centrum? And I'm just like, okay, wow, I feel attacked. But he basically prescribed to me Pregvit. It's a prescription prenatal vitamin, and you take one in the morning, you take one at night. These are strong, and I feel like that's what also contributed to my morning sickness a lot as well. But that's what I'm taking. I'm taking that. I'm taking vitamin B, vitamin D, and I also just started taking magnesium because I started getting leg cramps, and also apparently it helps you sleep better at night. So that's why I asked my doctor first, obviously, and then now I incorporated that as well. What are my highs and lows? Honestly, I've always been a busybody since forever. I'm always an on-the-go person, like to get stuff done kind of person. And I feel like my lows are the days where I feel like I have no energy and I just feel a little useless. But I know that's okay. It's important to rest, of course. But those are probably my lows. And then my highs are the days that I have energy and I'm able to like film content, get some cleaning done, organization, or get some home stuff done, you know? Those are my highs because I feel accomplished. So I think that's my highs and lows battle that I have. How long did it take you to get pregnant? I want to say we were trying for probably, I want to say like 2.5 years maybe. But it wasn't like consistent. So I don't know. Does that answer the question? How are you feeling about becoming a parent? I feel like this is very similar to the mother question. How are you feeling about becoming a mom? I'm so excited. I'm genuinely so excited. I'm so excited I want to cry. Like I feel like I'm just gonna look at the baby and just cry. I feel like that's normal. I'm just gonna say it is because that's probably what I'm gonna do. Have you thought of baby names? Yes. We made a list of boy names and girl names. We've decided on a name, but we're not gonna share it, obviously, because a lot of people have opinions and might as well share it, you know, when the baby's here, because technically the baby's not here yet. I know it's here, but it's not here. And I don't want people to use the name and abuse it before the baby gets here, because it kind of takes the excitement away at the same time, you know? I feel like it's such a nice name. It's Punjabi for sure. That's all I'm gonna say. How do I feel about giving birth? Honestly, there's days that I'm terrified and there's days where I'm just like, I'll just deal with it when the moment comes. I am going in, I don't know if this is the best thing to do, but I'm going in basically with a blank slate. I have seen videos and I have done some research on like, you know, birthing techniques and like breathing and all that stuff. But if you think about it, back in the days, they didn't have any knowledge. Like they didn't have any preparations to prepare for birth. Other than like, obviously when I start eating dates and like raspberry leaf tea, like all the diet stuff to help, I will obviously do that. But I'm going in without like hearing people's stories. Because the worst thing you can do is hear people's negative stories, because then you lose focus of the positive stories and the positive side. Like your birthing experience could go great and then you stress for no reason the entire time, and I don't want that. So I'm just gonna go in, deal with it in the moment, and we'll see how it goes. Have you started buying things for the baby? I haven't started physically buying anything for the baby. I never wanted to buy anything just in case it was too early. I have started making a list now, thanks to your guys' help. You guys have left so many messages in the comment section in the last video, like I've asked you guys to, and that was so helpful. I have made a list of all the lists that were given, so I'm excited to start buying things this week. I do know like what crib I want, stroller, car seat, all that, but then there's all like the extra things. I feel like I have a pretty good list of the things I'm gonna buy, and obviously I'll share with you guys what I end up getting as well. Any tips on trying to conceive? Honestly, the number one advice that I was given was don't stress, don't think about it. And I would like to agree that that advice worked. It's hard to, in the moment, to be like, it's easy for you to say, you know, kind of thing, but I think it worked. I think not thinking about it and not stressing about it does work. It's crazy how your body works. It's crazy how your hormones and all that work. I think that's the best advice I can give. Are you going to have a baby shower? Yes, I will be having a baby shower. I'm planning the baby shower myself with the help of some friends, but mainly the help is like me giving tasks, only because I'm so picky on how I like things. So I'm like, my baby shower, you know, let me do it the way that I want to do it, and you guys can come give me love on that day, you know? So I will be doing the baby shower. Also, I don't like to put the stress on someone to plan something like that either. So yeah, stay tuned for the baby shower. I'm actually excited. We just started planning it, so hopefully it all goes well. Are you working on a nursery room? Yes. So in our house, we have 4 bedrooms. One is ours, one is a guest bedroom. One I'm transforming into like my makeup filming room / guest bedroom. So if someone was to come over and we needed that room, it could also be a guest bedroom. And then we have the extra bedroom, which is our master bedroom, which would be the nursery. So I'm excited for that. I feel like I always wanted to have a nursery, like to be able to have the space to have a nursery. So I feel like everything playing out the way that it did just worked out perfectly. So really excited for that. I want to cry just thinking about how excited I am. So those are all the questions that I got. If you guys have any other questions, please do leave them down below. I'd love to answer them for you guys. Obviously, if they're appropriate questions and questions that I'm comfortable with. But thank you guys for watching. I'm so proud of myself that I've gotten out a second video for the week for you guys. I'm gonna try my best to do 2 videos a week only because there's so much going on and I don't want to squeeze everything into one video. I feel like you guys would enjoy 2 vlogs over 1 vlog a week. So don't hold me to it. I am going to try my best. Of course, you guys know my energy levels. Some days are high, some days are low. So Thursdays are guaranteed. Sundays are if we're feeling a little lucky. Okay, so hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for asking all the questions. I hope I answered all of your questions. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Remember to always stay gold.